Hi and welcome to Sociology 2 and your assignment. Now this assignment is in two parts and I think you'll find it an interesting assignment. The first part is really pretty straightforward and easy. It's due on February 1st, week 5, and it'll go in your journal. It'll be located in week 5 and it'll be labeled assignment 1 and then put it in there as a PDF. Now this is just a reflection. Now, what I mean by a reflection, I mean just give me your own words about what you imagine the world is like. And in particular, income, education, health, medical, disability, nutrition and quality of food, life expectancy, housing, gender equality, and opportunities available for all people. Now, I know not everyone in the class will have had the same experiences and come from the same part of the world. Now, you may be a Canadian who's only lived in Canada and maybe only in a small part of Canada. Or you've traveled and you've seen things from different parts of the world and different countries. Or you've been born and raised in a different country and you've moved to Canada and maybe even moved across the world in different places in the world. There is no right and wrong to this reflection, so please, no research, and you get full grades for this assignment for just doing the assignment. 5%, do a reflection, reflecting on those items that are in red, and again, just what's your experience. Now, part 2 is a little different. Part 2 is going to be doing some research. Now, this is due on March 15th in week 9. Also by 5 p.m. And again, a PDF is to be posted in your journal and no emailed assignments, please. Now in this part, this is going to ask you to do some access to web. And there's a website I'd like you to use. It's known as Gapminder.org. Now I was going to make a video separately, but I think I'm going to try to include it all here and we'll see how this goes. And we'll go step by step. So I'm going to go step 1 is first you're going to select some countries. I want you to select 3 countries from the different income levels, and there's some examples. Now the document I'm suggesting you look at, and it will be posted, is this. And you can see that there are income level 1, 2, 3, and 4, and there are countries that fit within all of these categories. What I want you to do, and I'm going to minimize this, is to adhere to this. There are 4 income levels. Select one country from 3 different levels. It doesn't matter which countries and it doesn't matter which 3 levels, but 3 different levels and 3 different countries. Step 2 is to go to the Gapminder website, and there's a few things I'm going to ask you to do. At that website, there is Gapminder World, and I'll show you that in a minute. There is also a data link, and these links will give you access to data, and these are comprehensive and a lot of data, but it simplifies it in what are known as visualizations. Now, your limit to exploring the data is in income, education, health, life expectancy, housing, and gender equality, and you can choose whichever you want. Okay? So you need to retrieve data on the site and review how countries compare on these issues. So now, once you've done that, you're also going to look at Dollar Street. And here, and I'll explain when we get to the website. Here you're going to be able to choose families from each of the countries that you've chosen. Or if the country you've chosen isn't represented at Dollar Street, it's fine if you want to include the pictures from families in the same income level. That will be acceptable. And there's a minimum of 4 pictures per family that represents their experience. Now you can certainly do more, and a lot of people who have done this assignment have done more because it makes sense to them and it's quite eye-opening, the experience. So let's go to the website, and I'll show you what we're talking about. Now, I'm going to go to Gapminder. Now, who you're seeing here in the middle, that's Hans Rosling, and he is who started Gapminder in collecting data and advocating countries to be transparent with their data collection of resources around their countries and on all the data that they collect. And he's been quite remarkable at making these inroads. And his two children, his son and his daughter there, have continued on. Hans passed away 2 years ago, and so he's not carrying the torch anymore, but his family is. So this is a site I'm going to have you go to, and there's a couple of places where you can go to get this information. First will be data. Now I've got this up here. Now when I said in the assignment, going to data, you'll find that a lot of information is here. Way more than you probably want to explore. 519 categories of data. There is a ton of stuff here. But I've asked you to select things like education, employment, income, health. So find, for example, we'll pick unemployment rates. So you can get an Excel, you can explore with this view here, but I want you to go to visualization. Just click on that. It's going to pull up for you. Right now we've got unemployment over here, and we've got income down here. But we've got represented by all these bubbles are different countries. So what I want you to do is to select your countries that you've selected. Let's say, for example, Argentina I select. Let's say Iran, since it's in the news more recently. And we'll say Norway. So now you can see the 3 countries that I've selected. Now I haven't picked them in the right. So let's see if we get Nigeria. Where do we fall? Okay, we're in 3 different levels there. I'm going to put trails on them. You'll see why in a minute. And so now we're looking at income. We'll see if we can scroll this back a few years. We'll go back to the 1960s. And we're going to play this. And what you'll start to see is the countries based on unemployment levels, the percentage of unemployment sitting on the x-axis, and the y-axis has income. So what I want you to do is, once you've collected your first, this is my first one, it's on unemployment. Now, you don't have to keep changing back and forth from the data page to here. You can change by clicking here, and you'll get all the data here that you want. Click on that. You can get by age. So I want you to explore. You won't get all this right in the first go. All right? If you have any doubts on how to do some additional work here, like I've got to deselect, I can take out the other countries, I can add the other countries. Up here you have a how to use, and there's a video here that will walk you through how to use. When you've collected, so here's my first one, say, I can go up to where this little airplane is, paper airplane, click on that. And I'm going to get a link, which I can copy. And then if I pull up a document, and bring this document over, I can paste it right here. And it becomes an active link that when I click it, and if this is what you leave me and I click on it, I'm going to go to the page. And I have now got your population click here. So I can then watch that and get that information that you've created for me. We'll see it get passed in a little bit. There's the other countries coming up. And that's what I want you to submit for me, is your visualization. So you're going to do those visualizations. And then you're going to come to Dollar Street, where you're going to select families in the world by income. So again, if you can't find the country that you want, I'm going to go down here and I will find whatever countries, and let's say I can't find my country, then I will pick a country that fits within the same income, and just do as best you can. And families, then you can pick your pictures based on, you know, let me show you. We'll pick out of Asia. We'll go Pakistan. So we'll go OK. So it'll pick up families from Pakistan. So here's a family, 3 families from Pakistan. We'll select this family. They're in the middle area, so I can pick, let's see, we'll pick bedroom. So this is what their bedrooms look like. It may not look a whole lot different from yours and mine, but then what I want you to do is to select a picture, there we go, and download the picture and add that to your PDF that you'll create for me. And so a minimum of 4 pictures. So that's what you're going to do. So you're going to create a document with your different income levels. You're going to identify your countries and provide the links of your visualizations with your highlighted countries. So make sure you're clearly identifying it for me. Make sure your visualizations work, and make sure that your links work before handing it in. Then step 4 is you're going to use part 1 reflection and create a second reflection based on what you've learned, and create this all together as a PDF to be handed in by March 15. And that's how this will be marked. So you're going to have a total of 6 visualizations, 3 countries with a link for your visualizations. You're going to pick 2 items, 2 areas in which you want to focus on, and include those into your PDF, and then the pictures get included, a second part of your reflection, and just that you've organized your document well helps get additional marks. Okay, I hope this is helpful. This has always been a good experience for people to explore the world and what they think they've understood about it. I hope that you find this very helpful. All right, everybody, good luck. And if you've got questions, please feel free to ask. And if I get enough questions on a similar issue, I will make another video to help with the understanding. All right, everybody, good luck.